What is up, guys and gals? Today we're gonna jump into Baby Jam and do a quick little progress update and talk about kind of where we've gone with that. And yeah, let's take a look at Baby Jam. Yeah, so like I mentioned in the kind of not progress update we did a couple of weeks ago, I jumped in and, I got my first ultimate weapon and Golden Tower wasn't available. So I restarted the account and we've been moving through, and sure enough, Golden Tower showed up as our first ultimate weapon choice. But yeah, so let's just jump straight into it. We'll talk about everything. There's not really a whole lot to talk about with Baby Jam because there's just not a lot going on here yet. And I guess right off the cuff, let's just start off with the milestones. Actually, no, we'll start with the stats. So, game started on September 11th is when I restarted, so it's about 3 weeks old. We're at 13.5 million coins lifetime. So, not bad, not bad. On a good tier 1 run, I'm getting well, let's see, 1.19 million is my best at almost 1,700 waves. And we've gotten up to tier 4, so yeah, we're pretty close to start switching to farming on tier 2. That was from a milestone run I did not long ago. I think yesterday actually is when I did that. I can't remember. I've mostly just been pushing tier 1 so that I don't really have to pay a lot of attention to it because I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I've been really busy, so I've just kind of been letting it go. And on tier 1, once I get things kind of set up, I don't have to pay attention to it as much as I do at higher tiers right now. So yeah, that's kind of where we've been with that. And a super quick question for you guys: since the progress updates right now are so short for Baby Jam, do you guys want to start seeing a weekly update on where we are with that, or do you want me to do them bi-weekly, or do you want the monthly like I'm doing with the main account? Because the main account's updates take a long time. There's a lot going on there. This one's so small. I mean, I've only been recording for like 20 minutes, if that. Let me know. Drop in the comments down below. And on the milestones, as you can see from there, we're doing pretty good on them. Almost got that. I can't remember what card that is, but we're almost to it. And then tier 3, we're almost to all of these researches that, again, I don't remember what are, and I don't feel like checking. And tier 4, I think I only tried this one time, and probably could do a little bit better now. So, yeah, not too far there. And then, of course, all the other tiers, we're not even going to look at those right now because there's nothing to look at. But, yeah, let's go to the workshop. In the workshop, this is as far as I've unlocked so far. I'm just kind of pumping things as I can. I've kind of put a hold on most of the workshop because I've been working on some expensive labs the last few days. And yeah, we had a good run earlier, pulled about 900,000. So we'll drop those into something. I don't know where yet. I'll have to think about it and I'll have to look at my labs and see where we're at there. But yeah, Super Crit is I'm not anytime soon. This is all I'm going to unlock for now. And then I'm just going to keep pushing all of this for now. I'm not going to unlock anything else in the attack. I'm able to gold box everything in my runs except for obviously damage. And I think I can get that up to about 500 before I'm dying right now. It's kind of about where we're at, but everything else gets gold boxed. Then over here in our defense upgrades, yeah, this is what we're looking like here. I didn't really put much in defense absolute, so when I first started jumping into it, this was really helpful at that first little bit. But honestly, as soon as you unlock knockback chance, the damage scales high enough that you just can't keep up with it with defense absolute yet. So I've focused a lot more on defense percent, and then once I get all of this stuff done, yeah, I could go ahead and unlock Shockwave, but I haven't. I probably should. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. And then how much does landmines cost? 400,000. I don't know that landmines is really going to help us that much right now, so I'm not going to bother with that yet. So that's kind of where I've been leaving things now, just slowly bumping things up. You know, we're at about 53 on the health and 31 on the defense percent. So not super high, which I didn't actually look at what the numbers were on damage. So yeah, 67. So we're making our way, Nothing super crazy. Then for the utility tab, I just, what day was the last tournament? What is today? Today's Friday. So Wednesday, I did my tournament run. in the morning, and then I unlock recovery package, and I got probably about another 6-8 waves, I think. Not much. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I went ahead and did that, and obviously we're not even going to think about enemy level skips yet. Our big things right now is I've been pushing a lot more into our free ups because we're getting a lot of benefit from that. And then our cash bonus is huge right now. Big help. Big help. And then, like I started to show you earlier, Golden Tower, yeah. We're 1 stone away from getting our next ultimate weapon, and I am really hoping that Black Hole is in there. If not, we'll go with whatever there is. We'll see. I dropped a couple of levels into, I think, bonus or duration. I think I dropped a level into bonus and a level into duration. I kind of wish I hadn't, because then I'd already have our next ultimate weapon, but, you know, it is what it is. That's where that's at. I got Chrono Field, haven't touched it yet. I really don't want to start putting stones into upgrading stuff until I get at least Black Hole. And if I can get Black Hole next, then we're definitely going to start pumping down those cooldowns. I might wait until I can get the 3rd and 4th ultimate weapons. It depends on what I get. You know, like if I don't get Black Hole or Death Wave next, hopefully I'll get Chain Lightning if I don't get one of the other two. So any of the 3 I'd be happy with, preferably Black Hole though. That's the big one. That's definitely the big one, but Chain Lightning would be helpful too. So close, just one. But we'll get that tonight when our last dailies roll over. We'll have another daily to get for, I can show you here, because we don't usually talk about those in my updates. We're only 1 mission away from our daily missions getting that last one, so that'll give us enough stones to get that last, or that next ultimate weapon. So cards are... we've unlocked quite a few, but we don't have any up to level 3 except for damage now. And I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between modules and cards right now. I think I'm probably putting more into modules. And when we look at modules in just a second, I'll talk about what I'm doing with that. But, you know, I've got 8 card slots so far. Ideally, I'd like to go ahead and get 2 more. I really think having 10 is a great place to start. You get so much benefit from the cards early on. And, yeah, so I dumped everything. All of my gems went into unlocking slots and, lab slots. This is what I'm running right now for my farming runs. Health regen right now isn't a big deal for me. As soon as I get Wormhole Redirector, health regen is going to be slotted in for sure. But right now, lifesteal is more important to me than health regen, so that's really not helping me a whole lot right now. And then, yeah, that's kind of what I'm normally running for my farming runs right now. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the cards. So let's go on to the module. So this is what I'm running currently. I've got some stuff I can merge. How about that? How about that? Okay, yeah, we'll just merge that. Don't really care. Yeah. So this was on my first pull. I did a pull of 10 and I got a space displacer, although it doesn't really help me at all right now. I'm only using it for, you know, we got some reroll shard. We can actually level that up. Let's do it. And, you know, let's reroll some effects and see if we can get an epic. Thorn damage, don't really care about that. I guess that would be better than what I had. Orb speed. Okay, I'll take... I wouldn't mind having the orb speed, but I don't know. Let me know if I'm being silly. I just don't think the 1% defense percent really just doesn't do a whole lot for me right this moment. I think having that higher orb speed might be a little bit more helpful. So just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and re-roll it those last couple of times. Oh, more lifesteal might be handy, but I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just keep it with that. Yeah. But yeah, so this is what we're running right now for our modules, just until I get another epic. That's why I've been pumping all of my gems into, not all, but a lot of my gems into modules, more so than cards. I've kind of been splitting it between the two. I don't really care about getting massive amounts of epics yet, but I really want the couple that are really going to help me out right now. So mostly a wormhole redirector would be amazing. And then a GComp would be amazing. Those two would be great. And then as far as core and Canon, I really don't care. I would like to have, I don't know. I really, at this exact moment, none of the cores would be beneficial to me at all. They really wouldn't. I think probably the Canon that would be most helpful to me right now would either be a Death Penalty or an Astral Deliverance. Because I'm not using Ren, so Havoc Bringer is going to be useless. I don't have Super Crit, so being Annihilator is useless. And I just don't think that the damage increase from Amplifying Strike is really going to help me that much, which is that even available right now? No, it's not. I didn't think so. So I don't really think that most of these are going to really help me at this exact moment. I think Galaxy Compressor or Project Funding. Actually, really any of the generators would be nice. So any of the generators I'd be happy with. And then core, I don't think any of the cores are going to be helpful right now. As soon as I get Black Hole, Primordial Collapse would be awesome. But we don't have it yet, so I'm just kind of waiting and seeing what I'll get. Any epic would be helpful right now. The one that I've got, it's not really that much for me at the moment. But yeah, that's where we're at with the modules. So labs, yeah. We've been running lab speed pretty heavily since I unlocked it. And I just unlocked perks yesterday, finally. That was an expensive one. I think it was like 1.2 or 1.5 million, I think, to unlock perks. So as soon as I finished that, I immediately threw a standard perks bonus in, and yeah, that's doing pretty good. Lab speed, we're up to level 19. Yeah! That's probably going to stay in until I finish it. We'll see. I really want to get this game speed max, but those take a long time. They really do. In fact, let's go ahead and just speed that up. Not that we really have a whole lot in the way of speed ups right now, just because I haven't actually seen a single... I take that back. I did see a vampire. I have seen a couple vampires. That's probably all I've seen so far. But yeah, I get a few cells from those here and there, but not much. But as far as our history goes, we've kind of been a little bit all over the place. Just doing things as we could. First thing I started on was game speed and damage and health. And I just kind of slowly just been throwing things in as I had the coins to put towards stuff. Just kind of slowly knocking stuff out. And that's just kind of been what we've been doing. And then as soon as I got lab speed, I threw that in, and that's basically stayed in. As long as I've had coins for it, it's been running. Big deal. Not as much of a big deal right now, but it's huge help. And lab coins is a big help too. But we're not going to worry about that one as much right now. Yeah, that's kind of what we did. Did a bunch of levels in coins per kill, did a couple levels in orb speed. I forgot about that, actually. The buy multiplier, and then, of course, we unlocked perks yesterday, and then immediately jumped into standard perks bonus. Yeah. So that's where we're at with the Labios. Yep. And then as far as the spending, the only thing we bought was the disabled ads pack. I don't know if you guys didn't see the video, I briefly talked about the issues I was having, which I'm not having any of those issues anymore, because the ads are no longer a problem, so those are working fine, and I still don't know if that's a problem with the app or a problem with the emulator. I don't know, probably the emulator would be my guess. So that's good to go. And then, because I'm not switching accounts back and forth, I've got gems to claim on the main account. Okay. Since I'm not jumping or trying to switch accounts or anything, haven't had any cloud save issues at all, except for the one time that I left my main account on my computer and then opened it on my phone, and then it got reset before I came down and shut it down off of my computer, and so I lost like an hour's progress. Not a huge deal, but enough to be annoying, is what it is. But yeah, so that's all we've spent on the game, was just that $110, and that's probably all it's going to be for a while. Maybe... look at there. Perks bonus level 2 just finished. How about that? Happy. Did we have enough? Nope, we did not. Wait a minute. Why didn't it restart? Was that expensive of an upgrade? Holy cow. I didn't realize that went up that fast. I mean, granted, that's nothing on the main account, but on this account, that's a lot. We'll put a few levels in utility discount. Maybe get like 10% on that. That'd be nice. I need to finish that out on the main account, but, haven't done that yet. Anyways, but yeah. So, eventually I'll probably buy these. Oh, look at there! Hey! Always fun seeing those little updates, even though I knew it was going to happen. But yeah. We'll get these eventually. You know, $40 for coins or $40 for groceries. I'll take the groceries. As far as tournaments go, we're in Silver League right now. And let's look at our history. Started out in Copper, of course. Got 19 waves, finished at 20. Got 20 waves, finished at 16. And then we went nice up. Got our second place. I want to say I meant to rerun it again to see if I could catch him, because I'd done a lot of upgrades during the day. And I just forgot before it was too late. But yeah. And on Silver League for the last one, we got 22 waves there. I only needed a few more waves to get the next tier. I think it was 26 waves. And I was at 18 and I ran it again and I just couldn't get past the 22. So that's what we've done for our tournament history. So we're hanging out in Silver. We'll be up to Gold. Probably not this tournament. Maybe next one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we do. I bet it's going to be at least one or two more tournaments in Silver before we jump up to Gold. I would guess. We'll see. We'll see. And then as far as the events go, you know, typically of a new account, you know, stuff you can't do anything about, like death rakes. I don't have that yet. I don't have our workshop landmines. Really, you know, I probably should have unlocked that just so we can get those. And we don't have demon. You know what? I'm going to do that. We'll go that way. I just can get it. I'll take that. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Unlock the landmines. Perfect. Give them to me. And then we'll do... we'll dump it all into chance and range. Damage isn't a big deal right now. And yeah. So we'll start working on that. Hopefully we'll be able to get it before the event ends. And yeah, I haven't gotten all that much on this one. We barely got anything on the last one. I barely got anything at all from it. I don't even think I got the relic. I'd have to look. And then I did buy some stones. Still left us short, and I intentionally dumped everything into something else just so that I wasn't tempted to buy more stones, because I would be. I'm not going to bother getting these relics. I would like to get all the relics, but we're not going to bother with it. I do want to get the skins, but, you know, it's expensive right now. Golden Bot's a little bit more valuable at the moment, but I do need to start collecting all the skins, get those increases into coins. I mean, that's a whole percent, over 1% if I can get both of them, but I might be able to get both of those. So I'm not going to spend any more metals this time around. I mostly just went ahead and dumped them into my Golden Bot so I wouldn't be tempted to spend any more on here. You know how it goes. Early on, it's just the stones are a precious commodity. And then as far as the guild shop goes, oh, we have something to claim. Yay. I was able to get a spot in my main account's guild. So yeah. And I have not unlocked the Guardian yet. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I've got Fetch. I bought that. So we'll grab Fetch and we're gonna just dump everything in. That's everything. Okay, we'll not rest into cooldown. Yay. Okay. So we've got Fetch. We'll just keep putting everything into Fetch at that point and be good to go there. And then in the store, all we've bought really, we got Fetch because I knew that would be important. And then I want to grab this. So we'll get that. That's the most coin increase. And then we'll try, if we get enough, yeah, we should get enough to get at least one more of the skins. And yeah, that's what we'll do there. I'm not going to worry about any of this stuff. The gem, you know, we'll see when we get to the end. If I don't have enough to get one more, we'll put it where I've got it just to spend them all. And yeah, that's where we're at with the guilds. Is there anything else we need to... My nose is itching. You know what? I do have... No, I don't. I thought I bought one. Oh, well. I guess I didn't. Oh, I bought skin. That's what it was. I bought that. That's right. Got these songs. I forgot there was that much music in the game. Wow. I never look at any of that stuff because the only reason I ever open this screen at all is just for the events. We picked up a couple of relics. So we got that one. And we got that one, which was nice. And that's it. That is it. Yeah, so that's the update for Baby Jam, and you know, it's coming along. We're doing great. If you want to see how the main account is doing, you can check that video out over here, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.